Black Adam. What have your powers ever given to you?
It's still a bit of a mystery what Black Adam 2 would have actually looked like, but we recently found some insider rumors saying Part 2 might happen in James Gunn's DC as we know. The film left quite a few doors open, especially with the Justice Society playing such a huge role and a certain iconic superhero showing up in the post-credit scene. And even though we haven't heard any official word about Black Adam 2 being on the schedule just yet, there's a strong sense that the character still has a place in DC's evolving universe. The ending of Black Adam gave us the thrilling defeat of Sabbac, a formidable villain brought down by none other than Black Adam himself with help from the Justice Society. That moment alone felt like a setup for more action, more alliances, and more complicated decisions for a character who walks the line between hero and anti-hero. And considering the cameo by Superman right at the end, it was pretty clear they were planting the seeds for something even bigger. That Superman moment in particular had everyone talking. While the storyline may be taking a slightly different path now with new leadership at DC Studios, the spirit of that showdown still lingers. There's every possibility that Black Adam could show up in other parts of the DCU, like James Gunn's Superman Legacy. It might be a different kind of appearance than we originally expected, but that's part of what makes this universe so exciting. It's always growing and evolving, and sometimes the most interesting stories come from unexpected crossovers. Let's not forget Amanda Waller's involvement in Black Adam's story either. Since she's appearing in other projects like Waller and Peacemaker Season 2, there's room for Black Adam to slip back into the mix there too. It would make a ton of sense, especially considering his brief but memorable presence on the Suicide Squad comic roster. Plus, the idea of Dwayne Johnson sharing the screen again with John Cena, two legends from the wrestling world, would be a treat for fans and a great bit of fun for the franchise. Budget and scheduling might make that challenging, but stranger things have happened in Hollywood. Right now, the DCU is laying down new roots, with Creature Commandos already introducing fresh characters and Superman ready to kick off the next chapter. The future is full of possibilities. We're also seeing new takes on classic heroes like Batman and Wonder Woman, along with a slate of lesser-known characters getting their moment in the spotlight. That kind of expansion opens the door for someone like Black Adam to return in a reimagined role, or even one that builds on what came before. Something DC does really well is threading legacy characters into new timelines. The Justice Society is a great example of that. As the original superhero team in comic history, the JSA often finds itself caught between timelines, usually introduced on alternate Earths like Earth 2. They fought in World War II in some stories and been reintroduced time and again through multiverse resets. That flexibility makes them ideal candidates to pop up again in the new DCU. Whether it's in flashbacks, alternate dimensions, or integrated straight into current stories, the JSA still has so much to offer. Black Adam gave us a glimpse of what the Justice Society could look like on the big screen, and it worked. Even with limited screen time, their team dynamic came across as tight-knit and authentic, like a true superhero family. Hawkman and Dr. Fate stood out in particular, and it seems like the DCU may already be laying the groundwork to bring these characters back. Hawkgirl is slated to appear in Superman, and Lanterns is expected to introduce Hal Jordan and Jon Stewart. That's a clear sign that the Justice Society could return in a big way. Then there's the dream matchup, Black Adam vs. Superman. This was teased in Black Adam's mid-credit scene and had fans daydreaming about what that battle might look like. And even though it didn't unfold the way it was first hinted at, there's always a chance that something similar could come down the road. In the comics, these two powerhouses have clashed many times, with the results varying depending on the storyline. They're both incredibly strong, but their strengths come from very different places. Black Adam's powers are rooted in ancient magic, bestowed upon him by the wizard Shazam. His abilities are drawn from Egyptian gods, giving him everything from super speed and strength to magical resistance and immortality. He's a no-nonsense kind of warrior, and he doesn't hold back. That alone makes him a unique challenge for someone like Superman. Superman, on the other hand, gets his strength from Earth's yellow sun. His Kryptonian physiology gives him flight, super strength, heat vision, and more, But he also has clear vulnerabilities: kryptonite, of course, and magic. That magic vulnerability is exactly why a fight between Black Adam and Superman would be so intense. While Superman is powerful, Black Adam's magic-based abilities could give him a serious edge. Of course, Superman's moral compass sets him apart. He holds back. He's always fighting to protect life, not destroy it. That contrast makes a potential battle between him and Black Adam even more intriguing. It wouldn't just be about who's stronger, it would be about values, perspective, and the consequences of power. Now, even if the original DCEU version of that battle doesn't happen, there's still plenty of room in the rebooted DCU for these characters to cross paths in some form. James Gunn's new Superman film is starting fresh, with David Corenswet stepping into the role of Clark Kent. It's a new take on a classic character, and it's being built from the ground up with a long-term vision in mind. That means that characters like Black Adam could easily be reintroduced down the line, possibly with a new actor or a different interpretation. And who's to say that a future version of Black Adam won't face off against Shazam, his traditional comic book rival? That matchup has a rich history, and with both characters likely to appear in the DCU eventually, the stage is already being set. The beauty of James Gunn's approach is that it allows for deeper storytelling and character development while also keeping the door open for fun, epic confrontations when the time is right. Fans who loved Black Adam's debut should take heart in the fact that the DCU is still in its early phases. Just because the sequel isn't happening immediately doesn't mean it's off the table. The character is powerful, compelling, and tied into one of the richest mythologies in DC Comics. There's no doubt that the DCU will find a way to bring him back, especially as the universe expands and new opportunities emerge. Even if Dwayne Johnson doesn't return in the role, the spirit of Black Adam can easily be revived with a fresh take that fits into the new direction. A new actor could step into those boots and bring their own spin to the character, keeping the essence while evolving with the universe. And who knows, maybe the story will lead him straight into a battle with Superman, or a long-awaited clash with Captain Marvel or Shazam. At the end of the day, Black Adam is just too powerful and too iconic to be left behind. The DCU is all about potential right now, introducing new faces, revisiting legacy characters, and crafting a connected universe that honors the past while blazing a new path forward. So while Black Adam 2 might not be here just yet, the character's story is far from over. Whether he shows up in a show, a crossover, or a brand new film, one thing's for sure: Black Adam still has a big future in the DC universe. And that's that for today's video. Thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next one. Your suggestions for future videos are always welcome in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay in the loop. And if you want, you can share your thoughts about this video in the comments.